today. I have 1 hour. 1 hour. I need to have a terminal stopping point at 6 p.m. Pacific. It is 4:45 right now, and we're beginning with a question from Matu. And Matu asked the question, does Prince love Matu? Does Prince love Matu? And here are her cards. You know, Matu, Prince may love you. Prince has a sense of this whole world, the world card. The world card has popped up, Matu, and Prince is a crowning achievement where you get the whole world with Prince, but you're going to have to do a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of work to gain the love of Prince. But you need to take time to rest because there's a bit of chaos that exists here. So it is a yes, but it has a question mark on it. It's yes with a question mark. Yes with a question mark. So does Prince love you? We put that. And is Prince a real person, Matu? And we're looking at the numbers of two, which is in balance, but there's a foundational issue here that is completely out of whack and completely out of balance. Is this reading public or did I set it to private here? Oh, there's some people that popped in. All right, so we're going to move on to the next question that we have. And that is to, this was left over from the last time. Bulentelli asked the question. Bulenti asked the question about Linneo. Will Linneo be in a romantic relationship with welcome, Jay. Welcome. So we're gonna Buenti asked this question about will Linnea be in a relationship with them? Will Linnea be in a relationship with them? So let us see what happens. If this will be a winner. I don't know how to pronounce that. Bulentili. And we will start here with the mix match. We're mixing the cards up. Today's Wednesday, hump day. Of course, it's only hump day if you're... I can write you rock star. Do your question, and I'll do your question next. So will they be in a romantic relationship with them? Will they be in a romantic relationship with them? Will Linnea be in a romantic relationship with them? Okay, let's just see. You know, this looks good. This is a really positive sign. However, it's a very positive sign. You have in this. There's some guardedness. So Linnea is a bit guarded. Linnea has had some trouble in the past, but there is a supportive community in this. There's friendship here. There's friendship with Linnea. There's friendship with your friends and her friends. There is a network there, and that's good. And also with Linnea, there's success, material success surrounds this relationship. And so, all in all, you're looking at it is a big, strong yes. Yes, this romantic relationship will happen. And we're looking at 14, 15, 16, 17, 17, 27, 26, 8. So, yes, this manifests, this is an abundance, abundance, abundance manifestation. So Linnea is an 8 number. You can manifest abundance with this particular person. All right, let's go move on to the first question of the day, to Rockstar. The Rockstall. So we got Rockstar. Rockstall, and ask the question of what is coming what is coming or on the horizon for Rohit and Navio or Navita. Okay. All right. All right. We're going to use what is on the horizon for them. Let's use this deck here. So Rockstar, be with me right now. Okay, you're there. All right, good. Are you in a relationship with this person, or is this a person you want to be in a relationship with, or? All right, so Rockstar, I want you to tell me when I need to stop shuffling. Just give me a sign about when do I need it. When do I need to stop shuffling here? When do I need to stop shuffling? When do I need to stop shuffling? Okay, we're stopping right there. So we have, well, That's interesting. What we got here is, I'm going to put this card over here. We got this sense of this excitement. There's an exciting thing that maybe, did somebody in this relationship like chaos? So we have like this balancing thing. We're kind of a balancing between being blocked and being in this exciting situation. And the cause of this exciting situation coming in here is narcissism and the lies that surround it. Because narcissistic relationships are very self-orientated, and sometimes in these relationships, the person who is extremely self-orientated will weave lies around them, and then they'll be weaving a reality, their own reality, that is different than what is your reality. And I don't know who the narcissist is in this relationship. It may be you, it may be Rohit. But what we're looking at is that this relationship is exciting for you. It's exciting because it keeps you on the edge. Keeps you on the edge. There's this chaos here. Ultimately, what you're looking at is that whatever it is that wants to happen can't happen. It's, the any progress in this relationship is completely stalled, is completely blocked because of lies, because of this kind of this weaving of this alternative reality, and this chaos, this exciting chaos that is around this relationship. And so any dreams you may have, anything like this, it just is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And then we also have what the outcome is. Well, there needs to be some improvement here. So some improvement in this situation, whether that be like financial security, or it just might be matters of the home, matters of the body, some improvement. So that's kind of what we see, what you see here. So it's not like a complete poverty here in the future, but what's coming is that these blockages are going to begin to improve. Now, whether that means that it's something improving in your relationship, or I don't know, something. Maybe just a little bit less chaos. Maybe this person will learn that the lies they tell are very damaging. Very damaging. Okay? Does that help? Does that help? I hope that helps. Once you come back and you can come back and ask other questions, or come back and so in the future, if things do change, or whatever that change is, I don't know. All right. Thank you very much. Now, do we have any Tango? What does welcome Tango? Does Tango have a question or not? Probably not. All right. So before I turn the camera on, I turned on a question, a page, just a page here, and I want to just read this page to all of us. Your body is the harp of your soul, and it is yours to bring forth sweet music from it or confuse sounds. And now you ask in your heart, how shall we distinguish that which is good in pleasure from that which is not good? Go to your fields and your gardens, and you shall learn that it is the pleasure of the bee to gather honey of the flower, but it is also the pleasure of the flower to yield its. Hello, diva goddess. Hello. It is the pleasure of the flower to yield its honey to the bee. I am doing wonderful. For to the bee, a flower is a fountain of life, and to the flower, a bee is a messenger of love. And to both bee and flower, the giving and the receiving of pleasure is a need of an. Yes, you may. Just state your question with question marks surrounding your question. Yes. And to both bee and flower, the giving and the receive. Okay, this is interesting here. All right, let's just go get your question, Diva. IVASEA, Diva Sea Goddess. I await your message. Did you want a general reading? Were you just looking for a general, or did you have a specific question? Okay. Will Diva get a new home this week? Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's go clear the air then. What did I say? This was an 7 day? Yeah. Mother Mary, Diva Sea Goddess, wants to know if she will get a new home this week. Will she get a new home this week? Positive Alien says, I may be a tiny alien, but I believe in you and you are out of this world amazing. I am doing well, Rolina. We are here at Diva Sea Goddess right now. And let us see what the cards say. Hello, Reentry. Other than not winning the lottery, I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. Okay, Diva Sea Goddess. I'm going to begin shuffling, Diva Sea Goddess, and I want you to tell me when I need to stop shuffling. This is a 3-card reading. All right. All right. Yes, but it's going to be very difficult. It's not going to be easy. And there is a possibility that it just may not happen. So it's not a absolute yes, but it's sort of a maybe. It sits in the realm of maybe. And you have this a lot of work. You have to you're gonna have to really push forward, push with a lot of push and work at it. You're gonna have to work at it, and you're gonna have to use every bit of your be sort of creative in this and express emotional maturity for whatever the decision is. Whatever happens, you need to express emotional disturb. You don't need to go approach this like you were going to be like the sky is falling. Instead, you're coming out of a tower situation, and you're so being without a home. It is like this is going on. It's like you're in a tower situation, but that tower situation is starting to come into a close. And so you're looking at, what is it, 16? So you're looking at a kind of a withdrawal in here and a balancing. So you're coming into a situation here where you can be rebalanced or come into some harmony, and having a home is where you can gain some new harmony. However, there is this sort of a withdrawal, drawing a sort of a depression that surrounds this. So you may, are you coming in because you are really seeking this new home now, and then if you don't get it, you may feel, of course, you'll feel very, very depressed about that. So what the cards are really asking you is to approach this with balance and with maturity and patience. Okay? All right. All right. I'm glad that that's what it resonates. So we're going to go right on to the next person. And that was reentry. So reentry. Should, welcome Luma. Should we relocate there? Should we relocate there? All right. Oh, Rolina. Did Rolina ask a question too? And I didn't see it. Oh, you're right. I skipped over you, Rolenta. So who? What is the order here? We'll just go Rolina. I don't know who Sarah is, other than the fact that there's the person that I do channel stuff with. Hey, Sarah sent me this. Luma, Sarah sent me this positive alien, but Sarah is a YouTube friend. And we're going to do a show together in the future. Let me go. Okay, Rolina was first. Can I know what my future husband is like? Okay. All right. So Sarah is I've Sarah is a person whom um, we have an on-screen energy together. So she's married, but it's not like a romantic thing and all that. But it's a person who I've done shows with on YouTube, and we do communicate. We, I have um, communications with other YouTubers, and Sarah is one of several YouTubers that I have communication with. For instance, there was another Sarah who sent me a powered hub, and whom I'm really thankful for. And Sarah, this other Sarah, oh, that's right. And this other Sarah, she also sent me a deck. She sent me these positive affirmation cards, Star Wars things, and we'll pull these out. So Sarah sent me this, and she sent me a toy for my new little doggy, and she sent me this just the other day. Um, but yeah, but we're in the fall, Luma. In the fall, Sarah and I are going to be doing a program on aliens because we both have an interest in aliens, and so that's something that's coming in the future. But let's go to Rolina first. Let's go to Rolina. You better write that one down. You need to sing. All right. I do have a. I don't. I can't go on forever tonight. Okay. You know, Sarah, I would just go and contact this person, though it is kind of scary, but I would just go out and do that. So let's start by clearing the air. Let's clear the air, and then we will begin with these three questions. Mother Mary, Rolina has a question. Rolina wants to know about her future husband. She wants to know about what her future husband will be like. Can you illuminate this for Rolina, please? Let us take a look. Let's use this oracle deck here. And can you, uh, Rolina, can you give me a number between 1 and 22? 1 and 22. So, Rolina, I would like a number between 1 and 22. And we will start there with a number between 1 and 22. 4. Okay. The number 4. All right. And let's go look for number 4. What number 4 has to say. Okay, 4 was right on the top. You see that 4 was right on the top of the deck. So you pick the top card, Rolina. And this is the letter Dalet. So it's like the fourth letter of the Hebrew alphabet. And let's just say what the little book says. And we'll kind of look. at Dalet. Where does Dalet exist on the tree of life? It's right here. So Dalet connects connects the crown to this central point of beauty. And so your future husband, he will swing between these 2 points of being the crown, being that of an intelligence, a head, the head of the tree, the head of your household. And then he will also be beautiful. Beautiful may not necessarily be beautiful to your eyes, but in time, he will become as one who is beautiful. One who was beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look at Dalet. The letter Dalet connects between the spheres of crown and glory, and it is associated with the element of fire. So he will be a fiery person, fiery, passionate, fiery person. The letter Dalet will help him and you to connect between the intellect and emotion and reach inner balance to avoid impulsive behavior and excessive criticism. It opens the door and prepares your vessel for receiving from a beneficial source. So you enable the provider to fulfill his destiny and ascend spiritually. So this also says something about you, that you will be connected through this portal, from the head to the heart, from the crown to glory. As they contain others without judgment, and to plan your future accurately, protects against poverty, gives patience and persistence, and good livelihood in chosen profession. So this person will be a provider, a good provider, whoever your future husband is. And let us take a look at these cards here. This is just an upright deck. I will draw a few cards, and I want you to tell me when to stop shuffling, Rolina. Tell me, when do I need to stop? Welcome, Anna. When do I need to stop shuffling? When do I need to stop shuffling? Looks like that card wants to pop out. Oh, another card wanted to pop out. So you can tell me when to stop shuffling. Okay. Do you want these cards here over, or do you want these cards under? Over or 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 under? Over. Okay? And then we'll just do a couple more cards like that. I haven't used these cards for a while. So this is about your future husband. Upright cards. Upright cards. So in this situation, Spirit is asking you to surrender your illusions about who your future husband shall be. So you dream about who this man is going to be. So Spirit is asking you to open your heart and remove your expectations as to who this person is going to be. So you just know with this card that there is a sense of mindfulness of mind and heart. But beyond that, the sky is open. It's an open sky. So you really, and then to be patient here. And then there's also this sense of confusion. And so what I'm seeing here is that you have whatever your preconceived ideas are about who your husband should be. I think you need to give those up and just be patient and wait for this person to come. And you wait with an open heart. So it seems as though with characteristics and traits, but maybe these are some of the things of what he will be like. Your relationship, you'll have a lot of confusion in this relationship. But then again, who doesn't have confusion in relationships? Especially with men, because men oftentimes cannot tell when a woman loves them. You flirt with a man that you like, and then you're disappointed because they don't flirt back because they can't tell. And then maybe another man flirts with you, and you give a signal like you don't like the guy, but he doesn't get the signal, and you get annoyed by that. So when it comes to male-female relationships, or even starting those, there's a lot of confusion because you think you are clear, but you're not. You think you're clear, but you're not. So you need to not do that anymore. So if you like a guy, tell him that you like him. Don't like bat your eyes or do whatever it is that you usually do, or whatever is that the norm is. Don't do that. Maybe try, but because men oftentimes, they get confused. They get confused by the signals, and it becomes very frustrating for them because they really don't know. You think they know, but they just don't know. So you want to make things clear for them. But this sense of surrendering, having patience, and then what you have is a lot of illusion, and illusion and fantasy, and so you are proceeding from a point because we do have fantasy, we do have illusion, you know, about that. I mean, I think when I was younger, you take your name and then you line up your name with that other person's name, and next thing you know, you spin an entire story about who this person is. Most of the time you're wrong. Most of the time you're wrong. And the hardest thing about this thing is being patient and also just letting go of what it is that your ideal husband should be like. Letting go of that. But maybe this card here, this Dalit card, was more about you. It was more about you, Relina. That you need to rest in that place between the crown and between glory, and surrender yourself into this spirit, into this concept of Dalit, and surrender yourself to your passion, to your fire. Surrender yourself to your heart, but also to your rationality. And so in this, Merlina, in being smart and being self-aware, is to recognize that most likely the man you choose is going to be like your dad. That's generally what happens in our lives. That happens like that more often than not, but sometimes people have that, they meet other people. I think people who have relationships that are more contractual in basis, more like, okay, they're just like one of my relatives. They they were a setup. Now, my uncle, he is a first generation. No, he's an immigrant, and he was of his brothers. He was the only one to marry, and all the other ones, for whatever reasons, they were too shy, or they were too autistic. They were too autistic. But I suspect that if they weren't by set up by a third party, that they would never have gotten married. They got married, and they've been married, what? They're in their 70s now? They're in their 70s? A long time. But when they started having children, they made an agreement up front to talk about how the duties would be divided. And they came about that I won't forget about you. I see you there, but I have a few before you. And then there is this a team effort here. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. And so we're going to go move on to the next person. To the next person. I hope that helps for Alina. Broom, let's write down Luma's and Are these ones that I forgot about? Did I already do these ones? So there's two more. We'll see if we can get to these, all of these, and then we'll have to. I think Broom is going to have to be the last person. Okay. Let me go back and find Luma's question. So maybe, Luma, you should just kind of trust. I-8-O. Okay, so did Luma's angels show him a... Do I got your gender right? You got a male picture there, so I'm assuming you're a man, Luma. A miracle in this world? Did they? All right. All right, Reentry, are you still here, Reentry? Broom, all right. Okay, so will I get a job in will I get a job in July? Okay. All right. All right, let's go here. Let's go to reentry, and then I'm gonna try and go quickly because I need to stop in like 30 minutes, and so I will try not to ramble on and on and on um, about stuff. Should you relocate there? Okay. All right. So reentry, tell me when to stop shuffling. This is a 3-card yes, no. Should they relocate there? Should they relocate there? Should reentry relocate there? Okay. You know, there's a bit of maybe-ness to it. It's not an absolute yes, but it's not a no. So it is yes with a question mark, because you do have a lot of questions and choices here. But the first card here shows that you may have some unpleasant memories about this place. So do you go to relocate there? You have these unpleasant memories, and that's going to make it hard. That's going to make it hard to really go there. But in this sense, there's a need to make a choice and just go. And then when you're there, you need to just get to work. Make a choice, go, and get to work. That's what the cards are telling me. So make a choice, go, get to work. Get to work. And then whatever bad memories or anything you have about this place, that's part of the mental conflict you have in making this decision. Okay, does that help? So we're looking at 10. So you're kind of in the verge of, in this, making a new place, and then, but there's a bit of this choice that is out of balance. And so you're looking at disharmony. There's disharmony in this choice here. But if you make that choice, it will be a new beginning. So actually, I should really write it this way. It's this way here, disharmony, but a new beginning. So if you, whatever, if you if you go there, it's a brand new beginning, but you have there's some chaos surrounding your rationality. You're wanting to go. So maybe you don't want to go, or somebody doesn't want to go, but whatever happens, it's going to be a new start. So let's go on to this one here. So Nidsinger asked the question if this is a good day to contact a partner. If Nidsinger, are you still here? I don't know. Let's get moving here. A new start. I don't have very much time today. And I have another program coming up in 2.5 hours from this moment, and in 2.5 hours from now. And so we gotta move a little faster here. All right, one. So Nidsinger, all right, thank you. You're welcome. So is it a good day to contact your partner? So Nidsinger, tell me when to stop shuffling. This is the same kind of reading. You, whenever you want me to stop shuffling, I will stop shuffling for a 3-card yes, no. So, is today a good day for Nidsinger to contact a past partner? Okay, there we go. We stop there. It shows like, no, it's not really, it's not the best day for it. And it's not the best day for it. So we're looking at 9, 12. So, so we're looking at a inability to express yourself. And so what it is in this sense, you're manifesting, it's a manifestation of an inability to talk. So it may just be that you should just go and contact this person, but right now what you are feeling is like you don't even want to move into that direction. You don't want to move in that direction because of maybe you don't know what's going to happen, and maybe this other person is just going to give you more of the same. What is he currently thinking about you? Okay? What is he currently thinking about you? I'm just going to take a card at random out. So there is resentful. There's envy. There's resentfulness. Maybe we take this card here. He's paranoid. There's paranoia. He's scared of you. He's insecure. He's guarded. Resentful, guarded, insecure. How else? What else is he thinking about you? And there's a bunch of tension. It stresses him out. When he thinks about you, he's stressed. He doesn't want to think about you because it causes him worry. It causes him anxiety. It causes him tension. So it seems to me is today a good day to talk to him? Well, maybe. But the cards say no, that maybe you should give him a little bit more time. Give him a little bit more time. That's what I'm going to stand on that one. Okay? Is that the answer you wanted? So give him more time. Give more time. All right. Let's go to Luma. All right. Thank you very much. And a broom, and then I'm going to call it at broom, and then I have to get on with my caregiving duties. Okay. All right. Thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, now it's yours. When do you want me to stop shuffling, Luma? When do you want me to stop shuffling? Now? Stop shuffling now, or? Okay. All right. It looks like they didn't send you a miracle. Did they give you a miracle in the real world? You're worrying about this, and so it's at this point in time, this miracle has not manifested itself. It has not manifested itself. And so it's like one of these things that I don't think that you can worry it in. Don't, it's sometimes we have to proceed forward without signs. We have to proceed forward by faith that we are on the right path. Because we feel like we are stuck. We feel like our spiritual lives are not going the way we want them, because we want experiences, we want miracles, we want these kind of things to be in our lives. And when we and so I see a lot of worry here. And so what I think, maybe if I were to say something, I would say that spend more time living your spiritual life and less time seeking after spiritual experiences and so forth. Look, what is the important thing about your journey? What is the important thing about your path? And for me, when I look at my own spiritual path, it all kind of boils down to the Lord's Prayer. The Lord's Prayer is like the central piece of my spiritual walk, of Our Father who art in heaven, holy is your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into evil, but deliver us from temptation, deliver us from sin. And before I even started this reading, I started with that prayer. So that's like, there are many other things about, other aspects of it, but that's my central thing. That's me. But a wiser mystic a long, long time ago told me that it is, if you proceed in your spiritual life seeking experiences, you will always you always end up in disappointment. So live your life. Live your life, Luma. You're not seeking your life, you are living your life. Go out there and live your life. Okay? So what you see here is, in the sense of, you're kind of stuck, you're not manifesting anything, and so you're not able to reach completion because you're stuck trying to manifest something. So that's what I got. You're kind of stuck trying to manifest, but you're not really going anywhere. All right, let's go on to Broom here. And Broom, are you still here? All right, Broom. And Broom is asking the question of, will she get a job here in July? Out of work for over a year. Whew. Okay. All right, Broom. These three cards just popped out. So these cards just jumped out. The deck has spoken that most likely you will not get a job in July. Most likely not. But there's always a possibility. So just keep putting the effort in. Don't get frustrated if things don't turn out the way you need them to. Now, what you're looking at is that there's a possibility of an unexpected change, an unexpected change in your finances. But then what you have is, yes, you are driven by money and all this and needing that. So like a when will you get a job? But this is not a done deal, Broom. This is not a done deal because, see, tomorrow is a brand new day. Tomorrow is a brand new day. And let's just go quickly here. Will it be in August? Will it be in August? Will Broom get a job in August? August is looking better. August is looking better. But it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. So you have to keep rushing forward. You have to keep going forward. You have to be persuasive. You have to be quick. You have to sell yourself. You need to work hard. You're pushing these rods right up the hill, trying to get to that final thing. But then there is the cold, hard truth of reality can creep into this situation. So August looks more favorable. Looks favorable. I didn't pronounce that right. So you have to, you're working on your foundation. You're building your foundation. Always be building the foundation here. But there's a sense that you have a sense that you don't want to change. So the ability you need to of a change, making a change, whether that's a change on your resume, make a change on your resume. Work on the foundation of your job experiences or whatever, or expand out the type of jobs that you're looking for. Be more open. So that's what I got for you. I don't know if that's what you're looking for, July or August, probably. But we had some other questions that came in, and I'm going to have to write this down for she who the sun rises. Okay. I think I saw some other questions in here. I'm gonna write this to NWESHASA. I'm just writing your handle name down. ANWESH. ANWESH. ANWESHARKAR28. So did I get this right? ANWESHASARKAR28. Let me just take a look. Okay. All right. And your question was, what is on the horizon for next 2 months? All right. And your name is I think there might be another one here. Okay. So I got some bad news for you guys, but I wrote your questions down, and I'm going to tell you here. Your questions are going to be answered like this. So if you will get a, it's going to come, you want to, I'm going to flag all of you guys in the description like this. It'll be like this. You're going to get, I'm going to do a private live stream. And you will get a private live stream just like this, and that way I can get to your questions. And so you need to put your notification on, put on the notification, and you'll get the notification is going to show up in your feed. It's going to show up in your feed that this video has come live. So I have to go right now. A couple days. It could be I have another meeting coming up in a few minutes, and probably be it'd be tomorrow or Friday. Most likely tomorrow. If I'm not too tired out at the end of my if I'm not too tired out at the end of my meeting tonight, then I will do it tonight. But it all depends on how I feel 4 hours from now, 5 hours from now. Okay? So I really have to go right now. So I promise you that I will get to your questions. I will get to your questions. Well, it's not necessarily. I have duties. I have duties. I have work to do right now, and and so that's what I got. I have my duties to attend to, and I will get to you as soon as possible. So put the notification thing on, and I will flag you in the video. And so when it comes public, it'll be there. It's gonna be like I say. It's gonna come in this. So when you come to my channel, it's gonna be here under the live stream, and then it will be your own private video that will be here. Okay, that's all I have for you. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for liking. Thank you for liking and so okay, you got it. Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing for those who subscribe, and thank you for your support. Blessings and peace to you. Bye bye for now, and we'll see you later. What's going on here? It's not working here. So it should stop here. All right. I need to get up here.